Hey guys, let's talk about specializations today. What should a solo pick as a specialization in Dune? Now, as you can see here in the menu, we have the specializations, and there are 5 specializations that you can choose by doing missions on Landsrad. And you can pick the missions from here, from sabotage, combat, exploration, gathering, and crafting. And after that, you go to your skills, go to specializations, and there you see the specializations and the abilities that we can gain through them. My priority in the beginning was to do the crafting specializations because that's what would allow me to do the augmented, that would increase the augmented limit, right? So as you do here, you can get an allowance or augmenting the first limit in the firearms, the range augmented limit. And if I remember correctly, this is what you get for free in the very beginning as you do the quest in order to gain the specialization ability. So I thought that would be the great thing, and then I saw that after that you get the melee, after that you get like repair master, consumable bats, crafting, garment augmentation, which that was what I needed for my armors. And I started realizing that you can get also these small passives in the specialization of crafting, which gave you a crafted item durability. So my thought process was, what would a solo choose first? Like, would you go for crafting first? Would you go for gathering? Would you go for exploration? Would you go for sabotage? Or would you go for combat? And here's what combat actually does. Combat is very straightforward. It gives skill points. Skill points, you can think of it as giving you power inside of the game. And as you can see in the skills, you will get also here various abilities that you can use, but you can also use passives, which gives you more. Like if you go for blades, then you can have a passive for blade damage. If you go for reins, which is the soldier, which is my specialized and my preference, you can go in the scattergun damage. You can also go for heavy weapon damage, disruptor, whatever. You get the idea. And this, for me, this is what gives you power, right? Like you can gain, you can go for the mentat, and you can go for range damage, which gives 9% range damage, for example, if you max it out. And you can also get this one, which I got from my passives by doing the specializations. You can go for rifle damage. So range damage plus rifle damage, I get a 15% plus 9%, gives me a lot of power. So if I go back to specializations, you see the small passives that it gives. It gives you skills, yes, but also it gives you a small passive, which is 1% damage and also 0.5% damage mitigation, which is defense. So that is a lot of power that you can get if you go and max it out all the way till the end. So if you count everything from the beginning to the end, you will be getting a total of 59%, if I'm not mistaken, 59% of damage increase and 28.5% damage mitigation. At the very end. Plus, you get the skill points, plus you get a max stamina, plus you get a max health, which that is a lot of power. So instead of focusing on doing the instances inside the game, where you get the best weapons and the best augments that gives you some extra damage, I think you should be focusing on doing the Landsride quests here and go for combat and choose here the quest that gives you abilities for the combat, basically. You know, like grab that, focus the house that you want rewards in, and go do them, max it out. And I think that is the best focus as a solo, because when you are a solo, you do not have many choices to go for right away. You cannot do everything a little bit from the beginning. I did, and I missed out on maximizing my combat skill. I did gain a couple of stuff, and you could also do that too. I also checked here for gathering and crafting and exploration and sabotage. I wanted to see all the quests and all the fun stuff that those quests would give, which some of them had also racing events, which is pretty nice as an addition in Dune. But the thing is, all of those quests need you to go, most of the time, need you to go kill something. And that, the mobs that we're attacking, the NPCs that we're fighting, they are spongy. They're a lot of spongy, and they take time. And every single time, it takes time to go and do them as fast as possible. So the preference would be to go for combat. Go full combat, max it out first, and after that you can go for crafting. And crafting gives you the ability at the end, like you can pretty much everything you're crafting, it's going to be much cheaper. It will give you also a better durability, and you will need that. And there is also this extra stuff that like schematic doubling chance. And after that, after crafting, I think depending of how you want to go for, like if you want to gather a lot, then if you like need to have more volume inside, then you should go on exploration, because it gives you inventory size and exploration specialization. And if you want to go for PvP, then you have to go for sabotage, because it gives you headshot damage and also damage to stagger targets, which is I'm pretty sure that it's preferable for PvP. So if you go PvP, definitely first combat, and then sabotage. If you go for PvE, first combat, then crafting, then exploration, and everything else. And at the end, gathering. Because gathering, like, it seems great. It gives you bonus yield and all that good stuff. But I don't feel that it's worth it, because as you can see, the mining yields and everything doesn't really matter, because once you grab something like the buggy and you go with the schematic the buggy has, which is the focus buggy cutlery. That's like the best cutlery in the game, or it used to be. I don't know if they added anything extra, and you can gather quite a lot with just one run. You can get everything you want in a huge volume, and I don't think you need the specialization as a priority. The first specialization should always be combat, in my opinion, and that's what I feel is all should focus on. So tell me, guys, down in the comments below, what do you think? If you feel that something else is more important and not combat, because again, if you see here, and if you counted 59% more damage passively without anything, plus the skill points to get everything you want from the skills menu, I don't know, dude. I just feel that this is what's the priority on everything inside this game. And as we know, you can do like maximum in a week 10 missions, or I don't know if it's more than 10 missions, but there is like a limit where you can get the specialization. So you have to make a choice what you specialize first for each week until they change it, and it's going to be different on later patches. But for now, this is it for me. Vic out.